Hello there, and how are you? I've already prepped my face with what will be the last of this. It's something I got about 3 years ago, the Lievre Blanc shaving oil, and well, it's pretty much gone. Maybe there's enough for, there might be some residual in there that would be good for one more shave, so maybe I'll hang on to this bottle for just a little bit longer, but it's pretty much done. And my soap is going to be, this is new to me, but it's been around quite a while, I'm sure. The Antica Barberia Mondial, well, the regular shaving cream, the original talc version, it says over there in the fine print. And my razor is going to be this. It is a Wizamet adjustable razor, and let's see. I've got that on a 5 setting. I think I'll keep it on that for right now. And I've already lathered up my Marchese Manchuria wood brush. What they call that? Sorry, I'm having one of those days. It's a Manchurian badger knot, and it has a special name, the Manchuria Radica or Radica Manchuria brush, something like that. Very nice. I've lathered up in the Yulay honeycomb shaving bowl. It's not called the honeycomb shaving bowl, but it's got a honeycomb interior, and I've still got a little bit of soap down there in the bottom. So I'll go ahead and try to get a lather started, and I hope you're all doing very well out there. Here we go. Very nice talc barbershop scented cream here. It's actually a cream. I guess I might have said a soap because it comes in a tin, but it's a cream. Got kind of a poofy lather if I can get it uniformly put upon my face here, for lack of better words. I think this stuff usually tops the brush okay. I don't know, it's my first time using it. But, well, it's not perfect. I'm trying to get it better here. But it'll definitely do. I'm sure it'll be fine. So, I'm going to set this aside. I got to make some room here. Rinse off my hands there. And, wet the razor and get started. Oh, and incidentally, my blade on this, I forgot to mention this, will be the third use for a Crown Super Stainless blade. There's the tuck that those come in. So, we'll give this a shot, see how it goes. Pass number 1 with the grain. And about, 2.5 days worth of growth here. I'm going to use kind of a light touch nevertheless, because this razor, for an adjustable razor at any setting, I guess, any of the medium to high settings, this is a pretty aggressive razor. I think I had read that before I ever even purchased or received it. We'll go over to this other side here. Well, we had some very unseasonably cold days for September here, and today it got up to 75, but it's going to cool off again into the 50s this evening. I was just outside not too long ago, enjoying the oncoming of the evening. It's Saturday night here. It'll probably be Sunday morning in most parts of the world by the time I get this video edited and put up for viewing. Now, excuse me while I rinse the razor. Okay, continuing on here. I'll go ahead and go to the chin, or the part of the chin below the lip anyway. Below the bottom lip. The jury is still out as far as I'm concerned regarding these crown blades. I haven't used them that often, and we'll just give them another shot here. I can't remember being impressed or disgusted with them in the past. They must be at least average, for me anyway. Okay, now I'll rinse again. Okay, onto the neck here. Oops. Go ahead and flip her over here. And just like that, pass number 1 is complete. I will rinse the razor, relather, and I'll come back for pass number 2 across the grain. Okay, I wanted to show you the cream here. It's kind of like that. It's for a cream, it's hard. It's like a tacky soap or a croap, but nice. It's a nice scent, but it's very mild. And if I'm coughing and gagging, it's not because of this. It's because I was outside smoking a nasty cigarette. Yeah, I know. Shame on me, right? That was before I started shaving. So, okay. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show you. Sometimes it's helpful to have like a cosmetic spoon or a little spatula like this to dip into that kind of cream or soap and put it in your bowl and lather it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Cross the grain, pass number 2. And this cream seems to be performing just fine. I find that the differences between most good products tend to be, like the differences between most laundry detergents. Other than having different scents, I find that the differences between a lot of shaving soaps and creams is mostly artificial. Unless a product's a real stinker, I gotta say that most of the products I end up shaving with are at least decent. Very few that I would call marginal, and maybe 1 or 2 every so often that are just real stinkers, I guess. But sometimes what will seem like a stinker isn't meant for traditional shaving. Like there might be a cream, a soap, especially a gel perhaps, that isn't meant to be lathered with a brush. And there are many fine products like that too. Pardon me. Very nice, very nice. Blade's a little tuggy, not terrible, but with this kind of blade, and I'll show you the tuck again, with this brand, the Crown Super Stainless, I wouldn't go, for most people anyway, I wouldn't go more than 3 shaves with these. And this is my 3rd use of this blade. I guess right now, regarding the blade, if I had to review it or judge it in any way, I would say I would give it a B- for a grade. Excuse me again. Because it must be funny to have a guy that looks vaguely like a younger Richard Nixon saying, pardon me, while I rinse the razor. That's an old joke. They say Richard Nixon was so polite because he walked around saying, pardon me, pardon me. It's a political joke here in the United States, a very old one. And of course, after he resigned, his vice president, Gerald Ford, became president and pardoned Richard Nixon, ostensibly to save the country any further grief, so that we didn't have to sit through a big trial that would have been televised. Whatever, I don't know. If I'm going to talk politics, I guess it's safer to talk about the politics of 40 or 50 years ago. Well, excuse me again, pardon me. I'll be right back, and then we'll at least attempt to do a third pass against the grain. Okay, let's go against the grain here. I'll start on the neck this time. Let's see. Okay. I've kept this razor on setting 5 the whole way through, which some say would be more like a 6 setting on a Gillette adjustable razor. So that might give you some idea. And right now, it's still comfortable. Here on the third pass against the grain. So let's see, you'll flip the razor over. And I know I've been talking a little bit about the cream, the blade, the razor, and Richard Nixon, but otherwise, I guess I'm not real conversive, talkative anyway. I mean, I am still rattling on, but I don't have a whole lot to talk about because I'm just enjoying a good shave here, pretty much. Excuse me. Much as I suspected, this cream is very nice. I think it cost me around, about $15, give or take $1, US. And I got it from a vendor in Canada, Fendrahan, if I'm pronouncing that correctly and remembering the name correctly. Okay, I had seen other traditional shavers that used this, or at least I saw that they had it in their shave of the day, in their shaving repertoire, if you will. Just, whoa. No pain or cuts, just more audio feedback than I was expecting there. Right up in here, especially. But, yeah, excuse me. But much as I suspected, this is a very nice cream, at least in my experience, and this is my first experience with it. It's not perfect. I couldn't get it to top the brush perfectly, but it doesn't seem to matter because it feels so nice on the face and seems to be offering very nice protection and slickness. And even though I'm going to probably make this third use of this blade the last use for it, it's not disappointing me. It's pretty comfortable still so far. Let's see, where am I here? Okay, gotta flip the razor over. Just was trying to eyeball it to see what side of the razor I hadn't used yet. I need to go very lightly above the lip here against the grain. And some stubble still along the sides of the I'm not going to go too crazy there. Wow, that pass is done also. Well, I'll come back and then it will be pickup time. Okay, excuse me again, ladies and gentlemen, pardon me. But anyway, it's pickup time. Time for the magical clock to let us know officially it is pickup time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, magical clock. Okay, here we go. Yeah. I am really enjoying this shave. I don't have a lot of time, I guess, to talk about world affairs or some of the things that I'm interested in that have caused other shavers that watch my channel to ask me if I am a teacher during, you know, I guess they think that's my day job or something. No, I always kind of wanted to be a teacher, but I've given little lectures on the channel about the history of the Old West and the history of streetcars and in American cities and things like that. But this is pretty much just a straight shave. Let me rinse the razor and go over one more time here. I'm just going to go over the neck one more time. Wow. Not a whole lot to do, I don't think, on these trouble spots. I guess I should have wet my neck again, because where it's wet still, like up here, great slickness, and without being wet, there is not a whole lot of residual slickness with this cream. But where it was wet, where there was still some moisture over there, the razor was still just gliding along. Over here it's still singing a little bit. There's still some stubble, but I don't think I want to go too terribly crazy with that, because with what is not the greatest blade in the world, nor the worst, and with what for me is kind of an aggressive setting, just a 5 on this Wizamet razor. And like a Gillette razor, this was basically an Eastern Bloc Gillette clone at one time, I guess, but it goes up to 9, but a 5 on this might be more like a 6 on a Gillette adjustable, as I was saying before. Okay, let me set that down for a minute. I'm going to come back. I will have rinsed the razor, rinsed the brush, maybe rinsed out the bowl and my face. And we'll come back and you'll get to see not just any towel, but Mr. Towel. Here's our good friend, Mr. Towel. Ah, whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's nice. No weepers. Really, kind of almost. I could go a little crazier, I guess, with it, but it's at the very least, it's the upper notches of a DFS shave, if not the lower end of a BBS shave. And without standing here and going over and over the same spots on my neck or face, it's a pretty good, pretty more than decent shave. Certainly more than just passable. Very, very nice. Great gear and products today. Okay, let me begin a brief recap, and then I'll put the finishing touches on the shave. Excuse me. Well, this is almost gone now. There might be a smidgen left for one more shave, as it turns out, but off camera beforehand, I prepped my face with Lievre Blanc shaving oil. And while I was getting everything else ready for the shave, I let this soak in to my face so that it didn't hinder the lather, I don't think. And my razor, I'll go to this now, my razor has been this Wizamet adjustable razor all the way through on a setting 5. I don't know if you will be able to see that there, but it's on a 5 setting. My blade has been, on its 3rd use, a Crown Super Stainless blade. My brush has been this Marchese Manchuria Radica, or Radica Manchuria, Manchurian Badger Knot brush with the thuya wood handle. My cream, which turns out to be very nice, as I suspected, is the Antica Barberia Mondial, their original talc shaving cream made in Italy. Let's see, yeah, very nice. And let's see, am I forgetting anything? Oh, well, yeah. I lathered in this the Timeless Razor shaving bowl, and there's still a little bit of soap left in there. I don't know if it'd be enough for another shave, but I pressed pretty hard with the brush, but I always tend to get a little bit of soap, or in this case, cream, kind of hard cream or croak left behind. I might have just put too much in there is all. But anyway, it's time now to apply some of the Dickinson's Witch Hazel. So, shake that up just a little bit. Pop open the cap here. And it's probably more than enough. And let me get that going here. Well, yeah, I'm kind of flinging it everywhere. Now this is an astringent. It's 14% alcohol by volume. I feel a little bit of sting down here on my neck. Nothing too bad. Wow. Oh man, that's nice. Oh. Yeah. Still a little bit of feedback right in here. Not too bad though. Well, moving on. Haven't used this in a while. I thought I would apply some of the Pitralon Polar aftershave. Shake that up a little bit and uncap it. Whoa. Nice, kind of a light scented aftershave there. I don't know what I said it was. I hope I said it was aftershave. Let's see. Oh yeah, a little bit on the temples, a little behind the ears, back of the neck, even a little bit on the wrists. Yeah, more feedback as far as getting some sting there, but also after that, kind of an instant cooling, which is most welcome. And boy, that's nice too, folks. That's real nice. Let me put the cap back on that, and I'll show it to you again since I don't use this that often. Although you've very likely seen this online and seen others use it. This is the Polar, or the Pitralon Polar aftershave in the kind of Art Deco bottle. And finally, I'm going to apply some of this, the Nivea Men Original Replenishing Post-Shave Balm. Highly recommended by a lot of traditional shavers. A great way, I think, to end a shave, and that's probably more than enough right there. So I'm going to try to do a little juggling act here and not spill this out of my hand, out of the palm of my hand, and show you that one more time. The Nivea Men Original Post-Shave Balm. And here we go. Oh, man, that's nice. A very light fragrance on this, too, the balm. But I'm finding that all these things really complement one another. Kind of got some light scents from everything, well, all of the software, I guess. except maybe for the oil and the witch hazel. But wow, what a nice, just a pleasant shave and no cuts or weepers. I don't know that it's perfect, but I like it a lot. And it's time for me to bomb out of here. Thank you again. Sorry about the couple of subscribers I lost. I don't know, I think I ticked a couple of people off. Maybe it was in my private time talking politics with people that had friended me, or there was one guy that, I don't know, I think we had a misunderstanding over something. Yeah, maybe more about that another time. It's not really worth it. Thank you anyway to all new subscribers that are ready to hang. Thanks to Mr. Tal. And that's it for this week. Good night, drive safely, and peace.